So anyway, we got to go to Home Depot. I want to get a flashlight, another flashlight, and I want to get some jumper cables, a 4-in-1 screwdriver, and a pair of pliers, and maybe a Leatherman tool for my Suburban. And my wife wants to go. My wife wants to go because she's been wanting a garden. My wife is a vegetarian, so she wants to grow some vegetables in the backyard. Well, the problem with that is we live in Los Angeles, California. We ain't got a big-ass yard, and in the backyard, we got a swimming pool. It's a small swimming pool. It ain't a big swimming pool. Even my dumb white ass could probably jump across that motherfucker and land on the other side. And if you've ever seen me jump with these wheels, that motherfucker ain't very big. I might as well be jumping across a bathtub. So my point is, my wife wants to go get a couple of those gimmicks that go on top of the ground to grow some plants in. She wanted to grow some tomatoes, some cilantro, some thyme, I don't know what THYME, something like that. She wanted to grow some, I don't know, I can't remember what other fuck she wanted to grow. She wanted to grow about 6 things. And so we went over to the little section in Home Depot, and they got these little garden boxes, and you put the motherfucker on rollers, and you can roll it around. And I swear to God, this motherfucker is about 18 inches wide, and it's about 24 inches long. And if it's... That may be an exaggeration. It might not be that big. I know that it will take 1.50 square feet of peat moss or fertilizer, whatever the fuck you put in there. So we go over there, and we get this motherfucker, and we load it all up. Well, first of all, we haven't left Home Depot yet. I'm not done at Home Depot. But, man, that just reeks of city slickerism. And I think I just invented a word. City slickerism. City slickerism. Man, that's 6 syllables. I got to give myself a pat on the back and a drink of sparkling water. But my wife wants a goddamn garden, so we buy the things. And then she starts picking out the plants. And she picks out about 10, 12 plants. And I'm thinking, goddamn, no, you need to buy another gimmick here because you saying it's going to be too crowded. She goes, no, this will be fine. Hey, man. I'm from Texas. My grandpa used to have a goddamn garden, and that sumbitch, when he grew a garden, now it was about 40 or 50 yards long and about 30 yards wide. I mean, it was a garden, and he'd be out there tilling that goddamn soil out there, making his rows and growing all kinds of shit. And so anyway, I'm looking at this thing. I know it's going to be kind of crowded, but anyway, my wife's in control, so I figure, all right, well, you finish picking out your plants. I'll go to the tool section and get my jumper cables, my 4-in-1, and my goddamn Leatherman tool, and my pliers. So I'm over there looking around, and man, no sooner than I had gotten over there, I found the jumper cables right off the bat. Pretty good set. I don't know how long them some bitches were, but I could goddamn lasso an alligator out of the Nile River with those motherfuckers. And I'm looking over at the tools and shit, the 4-in-1s, and my wife says, "You ready?" And I'm like, "What do you mean, am I ready?" I said, goddamn, I just got here. I'm just trying to fill all this shit out. You know, guys don't like to shop. I mean, most guys don't. I don't like to shop. I don't like to shop for clothes. I shop for food all the time because I eat food all the time. And I just don't like to shop for anything. But when it comes time for tools, that's when guys are like girls. That's when we're in our element. When we're in Home Depot or wherever, some parts store, shopping for some macho shit. And that's when I want to just, you know, when I pick up that crescent wrench, because I bought me a crescent wrench also. That was one thing I left off of my list a while ago. And I got this little box underneath the hood of that 96 Suburban that you can put this shit in, so I ain't got any other storage in the back. So, like when when you go get a crescent wrench, you sit there and you spin that little gear with your thumb and your forefinger and you check out that traction and how that motherfucker's moving. You know what I'm talking about. Guys all over the world right now think that motherfucker knows his crescent wrenches right there. And some of the people who manufacture their crescent wrenches, when they don't offer you that option to spin that little gimmick dial, they fuck themselves because you can't get in there and test that little bitch out by working it up and down and seeing how that claw opens and closes. So anyway, I'm over there, and my wife says, "Are you ready?" And I'm like, "I just got here." And she acts like if we don't get these plants home and throw them in that little fucking planter and throw this peat moss or whatever the fuck it is on there, these motherfuckers going to die. All of a sudden, We went to Home Depot to lollygag around. Lollygag is the word of the day. We went down to Home Depot to lollygag around and get some stuff, and now all of a sudden, we're trying to win the Daytona 500. What the fuck is the hurry? I thought we were just tooling around. We had plenty of time. It's early in the day. I got up early, got my workout, ate some food. We're going to Home Depot to spend the goddamn day. This is just like the Griswolds driving across the country to go to Wally World. I'm at Home Depot shopping for the shit I want, and now my wife's telling me to hurry. There's a double standard there. Because I've been shopping with my wife. And my wife, like particularly when she's clothes shopping, and my wife is very basic. I mean, she's got good taste, but she's very conservative, but she knows what she wants. And so I've been shopping long enough, man, and, me and my wife been together for almost 10 years, whatever the fuck it is, 9, 10, 8, 13. My wife, when she shops, she got this, ninja fucking movement in her wrist. She snatches something off that goddamn rack, and she looks at it, and you see the goddamn gears in her head spinning. And she'll put it back on the goddamn hanger, and she'll snap something else out. It's like throwing a Chinese Death Star. She got that whip. And she'll look at it. My point is, she takes her time. Now, I'm trying to fiddle fuck over here with some goddamn crescent wrenches, and she's hurrying my ass up, and I ain't even got over to look at the flashlights yet, and now we in a goddamn hurry. It's like when that goddamn Jackie Gleason and the goddamn Smokey and the Bandit goes into the diner and says, "Give me a Diet Dr. Pepper and a Diablo sandwich. I'm in a goddamn hurry." We ain't in a hurry, Kristen. We're just here to shop. But anyway, to wrap this story up, I got my jumper cables. I'm happy with them. I didn't get a flashlight. I got my 4-in-1 screwdriver. I got my crescent. I got pliers too, and I passed on. I couldn't decide if I wanted a needle nose pliers or the Leatherman tool, and I went back while she was checking out because I needed to do a drive-by on the way down there. We were going to check out, but I had to take a leak. And here's the thing. When you get to Home Depot, they put that bathroom way at the back of that son of a bitch in that right-hand corner in every single Home Depot I ever been in. Well, I guess it's a model. I guess that's smart. You always build a Home Depot the same. That way people know, exactly where they're going to get shit. But anyway, it don't change the fact that when I got to piss, I got to piss. And if you lived in L.A. or anywhere for that matter, when you get in your car and you got to piss, you just don't get in the car when you got to piss. You piss first, then you get in your car, then you go do your business. Because you'd be a dumb motherfucker if you had to piss like a racehorse and you just said, fuck it, I ain't gonna piss. I'll just get in the car and drive an hour down the road. No, piss first. So anyway, on my mission to go to the back right-hand corner of Home Depot, I kept walking and walking and walking. And I'm walking like a sumbitch, because I got to take a damn leak. Hauling ass. And I keep going. Man, my throat starts getting parched. My belly starts growling. I'm getting hungry. If you want to goddamn go take a piss, I would suggest you get a backpack, put a sack lunch in that motherfucker, maybe a diet soda or a fucking bottle of water, because it's a long goddamn way. If you trip and fall and can't get up or bust your cranium open on a sharp edge, you might as well take a flare gun to shoot that motherfucker up. Maybe then someone will find you. I love me some Home Depot. Anyway, we go to goddamn... I go take a leak. I come back. We get all our shit. We go back to the house. Turns out I had a bad clock, and I'm taking that down to Burbank for my buddy to get fixed. I got most of the tools I wanted. I could have perused a little bit more. We didn't win the Daytona 500. We came home. We planted the vegetables in the garden. I put a bunch of soil on top of the sumbitches. As I had surmised at the beginning, just recently, 2 days ago, my wife tells me that we need to get another pot or do something because the plants don't have enough room. And I said, well, I told you that you had too many vegetables to begin with, that we were going to need 2 of these. So probably tomorrow, I'll be at Home Depot tomorrow, getting a bunch of shit, or I ain't going to get a bunch of shit. I'll go check out some more crescent wrenches. And I'll get another planter box for my wife because she bought too many vegetables. And I know what's going to happen. These motherfuckers are going to come in like gangbusters. She can put a bunch of fertilizer, and I'm going to be a tomato-eating motherfucker. We're going to have tomatoes coming out of our ass. But anyway, I guess that's a good thing.